biggest bane in my life where my sister is concerned is that from the day I was born, I had to share her with the greater family. I mean, she had a 4-year head start, so everybody laid claim on her before I could. And then when she got married, it was terrible because now she had this whole new family, living in a different home, and I had no clue at all. Except thankfully her mother-in-law was a sweet, lovely person and she included me in their family. I guess she realized I needed my sister. And one of the things that Didi inherited from her grandmother-in-law was this, who's from Kerala, was this lovely recipe for fish molly. And it's one of my favorites. Didi always cooks it for me whenever I go. And she's finally shared the recipe, so I'm going to attempt making it. The ingredients for this fish molly are very simple. It's not complicated at all, and I'm cooking it with some ravas. It's a fillet that I've cut into small pieces. You need 1 onion sliced. I'm using a few shallots, even though it's not there in Didi's recipe, but when I stayed in Kerala with some friends of mine, I noticed that their cook put shallots in almost everything. So I thought, why not try it? 1 tomato. I've peeled it because I don't like the skin sort of floating around. There's a little ginger garlic paste. This is 1 teaspoon. A few methi, fenugreek seeds. Some green chili which I've sliced. And curry patta. This is curry patta that has dried up, but it is fully fragrant as the fresh one. And Didi has suggested I use kaffir lime leaves, but since I don't have it, I'm using a little zest from this lemon. I might add the lemon juice as well later on, depending on whether I feel it needs it or not. Correction, my cameraman very happily told me that we do have some kaffir lime leaves in the fridge and he had hidden it. So I have some kaffir lime leaves, so I'm going to be using that and not the zest. And of course there's coconut milk. I've used the Maggi coconut powder and added some warm water to it. I find that most convenient because you can then adjust the thickness or the quantity of coconut milk that you really want in your dish. This is about 2 tablespoons of the powder and 1 cup of water. And this we're going to have with some nice hot steaming rice. So let's start cooking. Of course, the best thing is if you can make this with coconut oil, but we don't have coconut oil in the house, so I'm using regular sunflower oil, about 2 tablespoons. This is not a very oily dish, and I'm using around 400 grams of fish in any case, so there's not going to be too much quantity. So let's light up. And I'm putting some rice because that's what I'm going to be serving my fish with. Nice hot steaming rice. Oh, I'm so hungry already. I did think of making the Kerala red rice. I've got some of that, but this fish dish is so delicate in flavor that I think that normal white steaming rice would just be the perfect match. And as you can hear, Mr. Crow is also very excited about fish molly. Yeah, okay. The oil is warmed up and now I'm going to be adding some fenugreek seeds, very few, and a little curry leaves and the shallots. The fire is slow, so that's because for this dish the onions don't brown. You have to sort of just wait till they turn transparent. So I'm also adding that large onion, which is thinly sliced. And now I'm just going to wait for this to turn colorless. I think I'll add the green chilies along with this, at least some of them. Maybe if I cover it, it will sort of steam into turning transparent faster. I'm going to be adding the ginger garlic paste now, because this will also take a little time. Just a little bit more than 1 teaspoon. And I shall put little haldi. For those of you who've eaten this is a yellowish curry. And I'm going to put a little salt, not too much because there is salt already on the fish. And give this a stir. Look at the color. I think the kacha smell has gone. Let's take a look. Yes. So let's add the fish. Rawas or Indian salmon is a really good fish to eat because one is it can be boneless, and secondly it's very soft. So I'm going to cover this now and let one side of the fish cook for 2 minutes and wait. Meanwhile, the rice has come to a very nice boil and it's been 2 minutes. I'm now going to turn the fish over. In a lot of, oh wow, it's smelling so good. A lot of the recipes that I've been reading for fish moli, they say to sort of fry the fish once, lightly saute the fish before putting it in. But this is what Didi has said to do. And since I am very, very fond of the fish moli that she makes, I'm following it to the T. Cook for another 2 minutes. One of the good things about cooking fish, especially when you're really hungry, is that fish cooks so fast. You don't have to like keep waiting and torture yourself like you would say if you were cooking mutton or something of that sort. So I'm gonna take the lid off. Oh, awesome. And now I will add the coconut milk. Some fresh green chilies, the kaffir lime leaves, and I'm going to add a little more curry patta. The other thing is that maybe because the fish is soft or whatever, so everybody has suggested not to stir it with a spoon, but to just shake it around gently. I'm going to cover this and let it sort of simmer for around 5 minutes. That's all it needs. Look at that color. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got love in my tummy and I don't know what to do. Meanwhile, I shall take the rice off and strain the water out. I think it's done. I'm going to take the lid off and let's take a look. Awesome, awesome fragrance. And I might need to add a little more water, though the gravy is nice. Let me just see if I want to add that lemon. No, it's perfect. So now is when I put the tomatoes and switch it off. Little water I think I will add. Cover it and leave it. I'm gonna leave it for another 2 minutes for it to cook. The most people say you should just switch it off and let the tomato cook in the remaining fire, but you know what tomatoes are like nowadays, they don't cook. So we come back after 2 minutes and taste it. It's been 1.5 minutes and I'm switching off the gas. And let's open it. Oh yes, perfect, perfect. Look at that. Let's go eat. 1-piece fish, 2-piece fish, 1 tomato, and some curry. I'm gonna bring this closer because it's spilling. I hope you're as eager as I am to taste this bit of delicious concoction. Oh my god, this is heaven. God bless you, Molly. God bless you, Sharmila Katre. Sharmolly. That kaffir lime leaves just does the trick. It sort of binds it all together, and even though this doesn't have red chilies like most of the coastal fish curries do, but the flavors are just so subtle and so yummy, I can't tell you. You have to try this. And look at the fish, it's so fresh and perfectly cooked. Just look at that. I should sit down and eat aram se with my fingers, not with a fork. And that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed the show, and I hope you're going to try this fish molly as well. By golly, it really is a good recipe, and we'll be back next week with something more to tempt you. Till then, stay safe and have a good weekend.